Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome again, boys. Hope all of you are fine and doing good, and you are preparing and revising the lectures which all of us teachers are delivering to you. Teachers are doing well. Teachers are very doing efforts for you. So we hope so. You are also doing good, and you are also revising the teacher and you are also revising the subjects which you have assigned in the class 9 course. Yesterday we have yesterday we start chapter number 4 and we have revised two questions. Today we will yesterday we revised the three question. Today we will again revise the next questions. So as you know that same based online class for class 9 student, subject computer science. This is lecture 2, Zoom teacher. As you know that Imran Ahmed, and must think you join me with the live question answer on Sunday and Monday at 1:35 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. and Zoom meeting ID. This is must important and essential for every Zoom user to join me. I'm repeating the ID number 332-629-9208. Now comes to the topic which we have discussed. First of all, I will revise the previous one which we discussed yesterday and it was differentiate between analog signals and digital signals. So anything in the continuous form is analog signal, and these are called the discrete signal is called digital signal. Second question was why digital signals are used in computer systems. So answer was computer understand only two symbols. So this is called the digital digit numbers or computer system are used. Next question, name the properties of a good communication system. Yesterday we revised the delivery, accuracy and timelines for the properties of a good communication system. Next question. Now today our lecture is, I am repeating the lecture, I am delivering the lecture of question number 4, chapter 4, question 4, short question 4. Give any three reasons why guided communication medium is more reliable than unguided medium. Now here, the two things are going to be discussed. First is called guided media and another one is called the unguided media. What is guided media? Anything. Guided media is also called the physical media. Guided media is also called the physical media, and unguided media is called wireless or not logical media. For example, guided media, when the cables are involved, cables, or let's say this one is the cable, and when the cable is involved between the two devices, communication is called guided media. When the cable is involved between the two devices, let's say in computer network, one computer is connected with the another with the help of cable, this is called the guided media. And unguided media, when you are using the Wi-Fi, there is no physical connection between the two devices, but the logical connection exists, is called the unguided media. So what is the guided media and what is the unguided media? Guided media is when there is physical connection, when the cables are involved between the two types of devices, then this is called the guided media. And unguided media means when there is no physical connection is involved, only logical connection is involved, is called the unguided media. Now here the question is this: give any three reasons why guided communication medium is more reliable than unguided medium. Means cable media is better than wireless media. So answer, they are asking for the three differences. Guided media is used for short distance, while unguided media is mostly used for the long distance. Guided media. Let's say in a computer lab, I want to create a network. So it is better I will use the proper wires instead of the wireless. This is the one reason. Second, guided media is easily to implement, while unguided media is difficult to implement. Let's say I have the cable, I just want to connect the one cable to the another computer. So this is very easy task to implement the computer network. Third, guided media is cheap for communication, while unguided media is costly. Now you are confusing that Wi-Fi is a simple way for communication, but check it. Satellite communication is long distance. Let's say you are setting your dish antenna at the top of the floor, and the dish antenna setting at just at the angles of the satellite. So why the satellite distance between the satellite and your dish antenna is very, very long. It is thousands of kilometers away from your home, from your dish antenna. So I'm communicating for that long distance, not a Wi-Fi long distance. So that way we are discussing. Anyway, another things are also present over here. If why I am talking about the guided media is more reliable than unguided media, because if there is any weather forecasting is like there is heavy rain and you are watching at your television, their stars are blinking at your television. Why? Because unguided media, there when the satellite and the dish antenna, there will be a gap, so the raindrops are coming and it will disturb your network. So that's why unguided media is not reliable than guided media. I am repeating it. Give any three reasons why guided communication medium is more reliable than a guided media is used for the short distance, while unguided media is mostly used for the long distance. Means long distance unguided media, satellite to your dish antenna. Guided media is easily to implement, while unguided media is difficult to implement. So if I want to place a satellite, so it is very difficult for me. So placing a satellite in the air, guided media is cheap for communication, while unguided media is costly. So these are the three reasons guided media is reliable than unguided media. Next question. What is meant by transmission impairment? Transmission impairment. The errors that occurs during data communication from one point to another are called transmission impairment. So transmission impairment means, let's say you are communicating or you're chatting with your fellows, at the same time you are lost the signals. So half of the signals is delivered and half is remaining. So this is called the transmission impairment. Let's say ISP is down. ISP means internet service provider. Your connection is very good, but ISP, internet service provider, is down. So you purchase the connection very high speed, but they are giving you very low speed internet connection. So this is may because of transmission impairment. Any change, the errors that occurs during the data communication from one point to another are called transmission impairment. You send hi and another person receives the H. So this is called what? Transmission impairment. The types of impairments in communication media are, so there are three types of. First is called attenuation, amplification, distortion, and crosstalk. So we will discuss this type of impairment later in the long questions. Attenuation, amplification, distortion, and crosstalk. These are the four types of impairment exist in data communication. Next question is differentiate between attenuation and distortion. So I want to discuss over here what is attenuation and what is distortion. Differentiate between attenuation and distortion. Attenuation, fall of signal strength with the distance as signals travels through the communication media. Let's say you are sitting at your room, at your home, and you're communicating in the USA or Pakistan. There is much more distance between these two countries. So it could be possible your signals fall occur. So this is called the attenuation. Is a fall of signal strength with the distance as signals travel through the communication. Let's say you are, another example, you are sitting at your room and your router or modem is present at the top floor. So you are searching the signals where the signals are proper coming. Is this? Yes, obviously all wanted the proper signal, but when you're going to the distance, create the distance from the router or modem, your signal strength going to the down. So this is called the attenuation, the fall of signal strength with the distance as signal travel through the communication media. So communication, your modem is present at the top floor and you are sitting at your room, so that it could be possible that the signal strength will be weaker. Yes, if you're leaving your room and going the outside, it completely lost your signals and it completely lost the disconnection. So this is called the attenuation. Attenuation is the fall of signal strength with the distance as signals travel through the communication media. So this is the attenuation. Now what is distortion? Distortion refers change in shape or frequency of digital signal when it transmitted over a communication line. So this is called the distortion. Sometimes you will have the better signal quality and sometimes you have the lower signal quality. So this is called the distortion. Or you can say that distortion is like this. You have the same quality, signals quality. You have the full signal strength at your mobile, but sometimes it running very fast. Your net is running very fast, but and sometimes it is running slowly. So this is called the distortion. So what is mean? Refers to change in shape or frequency. Change in shape or frequency of a digital signal frequency. For example, first one is zeros. It's high frequencies like this, 1 1 1 1 1, but so its frequency can be changed. First one's 1, then 0 1 0 1 up to so on. So this is called the distortion. Next question for distortion. Next question for impairment. Types of impairment we have studied attenuation and distortion. Next is crosstalk. What is crosstalk? Next question in your book is what is crosstalk? Very interesting topic. A crosstalk occur in guided media. It means that it occurs in guided media means when there is cable involved between two devices. So then this can be occur, crosstalk can be occur. As signal is transmitted through a wire, because when you are communicating, when you have the connection with one computer with another through the wire, So a cable is involved. A signal is transmitted a wire. Undesired signals enter the path. So it could be possible. Let's say this cable, I place this cable with the cable of light. So electromagnetic waves can affect this, the quality of this wire. Electromagnetic waves can affect the quality of this wire. So this is called the desired signals enter the path. Sometimes user can hear another conversation in the background. Sometimes user at the background, when you are coming in the early days, when there is phone, there was no mobile, you are communicating with the phone, telephone system. Instead of you are calling your fellows, or you are on the line and you are talking, you will at the same time you are talking to the your fellow, your father, your brother, your mother, whatever. At the same time you can receive another person which you don't know. He is talking, and this is called the crosstalk. It means that you are talking and another line will join your line. This is called crosstalk. So unwanted desired signals. So these were the another person who was discussing, who was talking between your communication is called undesired enter your path. Sometime user can hear another conversation in the background when talking on the phone. This happens by the coupling between two wires. So it could be possible where the DP is the telephones who provide the watch here at the outside of your home. There could be a place where they get all the, where you get the connection from that. So STC provide the connection from you from there. So it could be possible. Sometime it will be close to each other and distortion can be possible, or crosstalk can be possible. This happens by the coupling between two wires that are close to each other. That are close to each other. I think today this one is enough. For we have studied about the next 4 question, inshallah. Tomorrow we will complete the short question answer, then we will discuss the long question answer. I hope all of you will be okay and going. Stay home, boys, don't go anywhere. So this is better for you and better for all. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.